let's see this in. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in.
Whoa!
This is the episode 5-ish.
Yes.
Based off of kind of what do you just think we
4,
are?
5, 6-ish, you know.
I don't know.
combining them
And
all.
none of us has thrown ourselves in the Fox River due to being a fucking Chicago Bears fan, which is pretty impressive.
You may notice though there's something slightly different today, and that's that we have lost one of our compatriots.
A witch turned him into a can of Bud Light. Oh, Miller Light. I'm sorry.
Yes,
Drinks Miller
yes.
Lite.
If you start a podcast after 4 o'clock, Shamrock turns into a can of Miller Lite.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
it's
what
like some
happened.
sort of Cinderella type situation. But this episode, of course, is brought to you by High Five, which I have to do this week.
Yeah.
High Five, thank you so much for sponsoring us. You guys are absolutely fantastic. They give us, I believe they do sublingual strips. They do tinctures, or no, just a basic, we should probably just
Marijuana-infused products.
Marijuana-infused products. Thank you very much. And they're available at lots of places that don't sponsor us, so fuck you. We're not going to shout you out this week.
Yeah.
But
Hope you like that.
yeah, I hope you like that. And if you know what? If you're a dispensary and you're not carrying their products, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should probably take a big look in the fucking mirror and wonder what went wrong. But this week, though, because Shamrock is gone and Shamrock always talks shit about me and Jeff, we're going to go ahead and give you guys a treat. And we're going to bring Jeff in for an episode.
Yeah.
We're going to go ahead and do an interview with Jeff right now. So enjoy, guys. Really excited, guys, because we have a special guest here, someone that's talked about frequently. That, of course, being Jeff. That's his name. His name is Jeff. How you doing today, Jeff?
I'm doing fantastic.
Yeah.
How are you guys doing?
Man, I'm really excited, Jeff. We have a few things we could definitely talk to you about today. I think maybe the thing that's most exciting and interesting to talk about is potentially is your team leaving in your NHL team. You are a big fan of a team that used to be known as the Arizona Coyotes.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
Now we know them as a hockey team.
Yeah.
You still get to root for them, right?
Yeah. Now they're just a hockey club. I do still root for them. I can't say I watch them as much, but I mean that team was built on the backs of us Coyotes fans and the shit that we had to drudge through with ownership and just constant dealings with trying to get new arenas and stadium funding and all sorts of crap. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. I felt like I got put through the ringer, and now it seems like it's all kind of come together. Good on them, but just it was like a year too late.
Yeah. Well, who would have thought that there'd be difficulty maintaining an ice rink in Arizona?
I know, right? It's the most obvious place to build one for sure.
Yeah, that's
Well, we love our golf courses. We love, just watering the shit out of those for no reason.
Causing the water shortage on Earth to keep something
Exactly.
green
Yeah,
in
I
the
wonder
desert.
why Lake Mead is bottoming out.
I don't know. I went to did some work in Vegas last year, and I was like, man, this place is really cool, but I think I'd be depressed living here. It's just rocks. It's not okay. I don't know. I can't handle it.
No.
I need green.
Yeah, I mean, if you've got like the most boring color palette, as your favorite thing, then that's probably a good place. A lot of browns, a lot of tans,
And-
pewter. in
Yeah.
there,
And all the houses are the
Underappreciated.
same color and shit. I'm like, what's going on out here?
Living Breaking Bad for sure. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it can get kind of rough. Yeah, for sure.
I grew up in like cornfields, like literally the apartment complexes I grew up in were surrounded by just cornfields and green most of the year. And then
Yes.
I go out to Vegas and I'm like, this is fucking really cool. And I like the party. I like how the girls are, walking around and their asses are just out as they bartend and shit. But
Yeah.
It's too hot.
that-
It's too hot to wear actual clothes. Yeah.
no shit. The homeless people actually look like leather. They look like cooked pieces of beef jerky asking for money. Like, I'll give you $1 if I get a bite out of you.
Yeah. Jesus
That
Christ.
sounds about right.
Yeah. Marinated in teriyaki, man. You got a Jackling flavor.
I don't know. I don't think it deserts for me. I mean, believe me, we have like days where in the winter where you don't see the sun. They're like, we haven't had the sun for 47 days. It's like, oh, that's great. I feel happy.
It's felt like that lately, man. It's been so gray. I'm on the road, so I'm one of the few people who get to see like the sunrise and the sunset, basically. Like at this time of year, and it's been so fucking gray and cloudy. I'm just depressed all day when the sun
But
is out.
You
I'd
mean
rather
like,
it be
you
dark.
mean like when you work like the 7 to 5 shift or 7 to 3 shift? Yeah, where you wake
Yeah,
up, barely coming up, go home, already down.
Lewis
Yeah.
Black says like it gets so gray in the Midwest that you actually just want to cut your wrist on Valentine's Day to see some color. I think that
I
just,
can, I can attest to that. We're
So,
going through
you
it
know,
right now. Yeah.
I guess wherever you live, there's something to bitch about. Thank God. Otherwise, we wouldn't have
I
it.
don't know. They find ways. They find ways, man. It'll be. I mean, lived in Arizona for over 20 years. It never surprises me that one time I see it. It's like clockwork. It'll be raining. You'll go into work. There will inevitably be somebody that's like, I hate this weather. Like, I wish it was sunny. And you're like, shut the fuck up. It's just, it happens twice a year.
Yeah.
Enjoy it. They just can't be happy.
That's like
It's
my,
insane.
my family members that'll come home from out west. They're always like, "Oh my God, it's raining." I'm like, that's really bad that you're really happy just to see rain. Like, it's scary where you live if it
Yeah.
doesn't rain.
Oh yeah.
We're mostly made of water.
We're mostly made of water.
Yeah.
Literally,
You gotta
humans and
need
Earth
it. It's pretty
combined.
important.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
all that, and then they take your fucking hockey team. The fucking never stops. They just
I
never
know.
stop beating on you.
I know.
All right, what do you want the team name to be?
Oh, that's a good question.
It's going to be Yetis. It's gonna
Yes,
be Yetis,
that's what I want.
100%. I will. Yeah, it's going to be the Yetis. I don't
That's
know
the
why
one I'm going. That's the one I want.
Super.
I don't. They were talking about that was too close to Avalanche. I'm like, why? That's just snow. That doesn't mean
Yeah,
anything.
I don't think they care. And like, if you look at their color combination, it already fits right in. Like, they
Yeah.
wouldn't even really need to rebrand
I
the
think-
colors. Like, it makes sense.
I think they should just have to keep the name Coyotes. I think when you move
Yeah.
a team, you fucking piece of shit, you keep the name.
well, isn't
The
that what
Utah
happened?
Jazz?
That's what-
Hey, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Isn't that what happened with their basketball team? There's definitely
Yeah.
there's no jazz music in the state of Utah. That's a fact.
That's a basketball,
No,
is
yeah.
that right?
They're from New Orleans, right? That was,
Yeah,
Right.
gotta be, yeah.
New Orleans Jazz makes sense.
I think in the movie Basketball, that's what they said. It goes, and the New Orleans Jazz moved to Utah where they don't allow music.
You like join a club and pay a tax just
Yeah.
to drink to watch
Yeah,
the
no
hockey team you
shit.
stole.
Absolutely ridiculous. I got to ask you though, because 90% of what we talk about is football, and you obviously are an Arizona Cardinals fan, which, by the way, you used to be in Chicago, so I can kind of respect that.
Bird Gang.
Yeah,
Yep.
they originated in Chicago, so
Oh, I know.
that's Chicago adjacent.
I want like
you know?
actually, Jeff. I know this sucks, but we're gonna need them back.
Yeah, we're gonna.
You guys are shopping around.
We need no. We need two
switch it up
teams
a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
till this fucking shitball family gets rid of this, sells the Bears.
Yeah, what do you think, Jeff, as an outsider
Our
looking at?
ownership group's not much better. The Bidwells, it could be a better
Hey,
group there.
Oh, so it's universal. We should just kill all owners. Got it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, how
Yeah,
united?
that's
How united healthcare of you? And
I was literally gonna go that same route. Hey, Jeff, you're breaking up slightly. I don't know if we can,
Oh,
if I can
sorry.
fix your audio. Yeah, you sounds a little bit like you're in a microwave.
technical difficulties. Your fucking ears weren't working right.
We'll-
Okay.
We'll get back to football here in a second, but Henry, you had something about basketball here. You want to
Yeah,
ask him?
the Bulls and the Hornets combined for 75 missed threes in a game the other day.
I did see that.
The most ever in regulation history
That's
70
impressive.
75 missed threes.
combined. Yeah,
It's like those numbers, just attempting 75.
that means you have
threes.
to try. That means you have to try to miss. I swear.
I mean, do you know how many were actually attempted between the two teams?
I don't. I should have looked that up.
It's totally fine, but those it's reminds me of like when I used to play video games before the 3-point ball was the 3-point ball was. That's what I would do in like NBA 2K. Just fucking take like a white guy that could fucking shoot threes, and that was like my whole thing. Just floor spacing and 3-point shooting. But these are video game numbers happening in real life, and why I don't watch the NBA anymore.
Well, that would make a lot of sense because I was looking at a lot of at work. I'll browse through. I only read headlines of news stories because when I actually try to click on the link, it'll generally say this is blocked. You can't fucking read it. So most
Yeah.
of my news information comes from just headlines. And I saw one that said, "Does the
Can relate to
NBA
that.
have a threes problem?" So maybe they were talking about that. They're talking about that game.
So they took 97
They attempted 90.
and they missed 75.
Holy shit!
Well, at that point, that's a diminishing returns on that.
I think I think that people should get their money back.
Hornets shot 8 for 46, and the Bulls were 14 for 51.
That's like watching baseball. Like you're just
Yeah.
just a lot of swings and misses here, guys.
That's like
Yeah.
watching your local rec basketball game.
That's like the same average as like a pitcher, to put it in baseball terms. What are you batting? 90, 0.09, something like that.
At halftime of that show, they probably had like a 3-point shot competition, and some of those fans are like, "Just put these fuckers."
He
in."
probably
Like,
that guy
I don't know what
definitely made
he's
it.
doing.
Oh my
They
god.
want it way more,
How are your Suns looking this year, buddy?
They're doing pretty good. They had a rough stretch. They started off pretty hot. There were some injuries. They're kind of coming back from that. There were some rumblings that they might get Jimmy Butler,
Yeah, we
or
were
that
talking
Jimmy
about this the other
Butler
day.
put the Suns on his list of teams that he would be willing to be traded to. They'd have to give up a piece. I would say it'd have to be Beal. They're not getting rid of Booker or Durant, but if they get rid of Beal, I'd be okay with that for Jimmy Butler. I think that would be a pretty good move. And with his little emo haircut, that whole shit, he's quickly becoming one of my favorite basketball players. So
I did hear that Houston is his likely destination, but hey, I mean, if he goes to Phoenix, it's pretty good.
I love Jimmy Buckets. I was talking to Jeff the other day about this exact scenario, and I was like, man, that is like one of the biggest what if stories. Had he, stayed and matured, and Derrick Rose been healthy, what that team could have been. With an up and coming Jimmy Butler, and that prime Derrick Rose. God, that team could have been.
It's all Thibodeau's fault.
Well, it's just God hates
Chicago. Yeah, I don't know, like long term, if it makes too much sense for him, but I mean, I think like just what he would add in terms of stability. He's been there, that experience. Another guy like that,
defense,
that becomes really dangerous.
Like out of the three of the guys you have over there, none of them are like superstar defenders.
None of them are defenders.
But you got Butler. Butler gives you that more of a defensive stance.
Yeah, definitely not what I would consider defenders at all.
Yeah.
No.
Very welcome addition on that front.
Yeah, no, for sure. I was thinking about that too. Just like, I mean, you're just pure offense. I mean, we have Durant, so Booker's mediocre, and then you have Beal that is allergic. So, I mean, you really could use some sort of perimeter defense. Go ahead, sorry, buddy.
Oh yeah, no, I was just saying, yeah, it would be nice. I mean, other than like maybe the rookie Dunn, he plays pretty well defensively, but he's still got to learn some shit. So, yeah, bringing in a veteran guy to handle that and take that away from them, not needing to do that for sure. Yeah, because you're not getting it from your big three. So,
all right, Jeff, pour yourself a shot. We're doing our shot of red stag for the show.
He's like, guys, it's 1:00.
Oh yeah, it is kind of early there. It is.
He's actually in Ohio now. So Jeff, he's
so you're an hour later.
Yeah,
ahead.
Yeah,
good math, Henry.
Same difference.
Yeah, this is our Rain Man of stats. He just doesn't understand time zones. Yeah.
Oh, I do.
No,
Jeff coming live from Ashtabula, Ohio today.
Jeff actually wasn't too far away from that train wreck either. Another side note. Remember that big train, the chemical spill? Yeah. So his life expectancy was cut by about 10 years.
Yeah. I think
it definitely drifted this way. For sure.
I think about that a lot because I live right next to like some train tracks where I'm like, this is totally the town, little nothing town where it just derails and nobody cares that the 1,000 people that live out here in these cornfields get wiped out in Big Rock.
Sweep it under the rug, man.
Never happened. There never was a town called Big Rock, Illinois.
The only people that will be missed are the ones that enjoy banjo music. Out here, we'll be missing you, buddy.
Oh, my neighbors really like banjo music. They hear it
I'm sure
every
they
fucking
do.
day in the summer as I walk around the yard playing.
Well, Jeff, we gotta switch it back to football here. I don't want to keep you all forever, but you and I did make some preseason predictions, and we both came up with pretty close, as I recall, the same number of wins for the Arizona and the Bears. We went through game by game, just like we did, the three of us, on episodes that weren't aired. But we went through our predictions, and I think him and I both had the Bears at 11 wins.
Wow. Yeah. Well, they should have been until
just barely missed.
Matt Averpuss was alive.
Yeah. And then I believe we had your Cardinals at like 6, which right now the Cardinals are 7-7, and the Bears have 4 wins.
Who's winning their division? It's the Rams now, right?
Well, we went through this earlier, actually. Go ahead, sir.
8-6.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or I think the Arizona Cardinals are at like a 26% chance of playoffs and like 19%
Yeah.
chance, something like that, of winning their division. So they're still actually, that graphic that they would just taunt Bears fans
In
with?
the hunt.
In the hunt, yes. Yeah, they're actually in the hunt. Yeah.
Yeah, we're in the hunt for number 7.
We've already been
Not
eliminated, so it's okay.
We're not trending in the right direction, I'll say. I think Kyler Murray's reverting back to
As
some
always.
of his older ways and making terrible decisions with the football.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
I think that bye week fucked it all up. We had momentum, and then right after that bye week, I don't know what happened, but it's just kind of gone. I mean, our defense is outperforming what I'd say anyone would rationally assume that they'd be doing right now. They're actually playing really well, but. I mean, Marvin Harrison, he's going to be awesome, but he's still trying to play like he's a college football star. Like he's not making separation. He's just assuming he can out physicality some of
Yeah.
these defensive backs that he just can't. Like he's got to come back to the quarterback. He's got to do little adjustments here and there, but it's shit that he'll figure out and he'll fix it. I have no doubt. Trey McBride, stud tight end, still does not have a fucking touchdown, a passing touchdown.
It's mind blowing to me.
Yeah.
They were going out their way to try to get him one. They did a little Kansas City little shovel pass thing at the line to try to just get him in. He couldn't even. They stopped him at the 1 yard line. Like it's fun. I mean, they're laughing at it now. I think he actually just surpassed. He broke a record for most receptions without a touchdown for tight ends.
I wouldn't doubt it.
So yeah, it's something. But he's awesome. He's been great for us this year. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good signs. Buda Baker, they're talking about extending his contract, which I'm super excited for. He's
He's having a great year too.
He's fantastic. Yeah,
I got him on my fantasy team. I do IDPs, so he's on.
Last thing too, Jeff, because we were doing fantasy drafts at the same time, so I got you to get a couple Bears on your fantasy teams. Which Bears did you pick up for your fantasy teams?
I had Santos. I got rid of him.
He was good when we were scoring.
Keenan Allen sits on my bench. He's one of those guys every week. I'm just like, I really don't fucking know what to do with you. Like, you either like pop off a little bit and get me enough points to be like a worthy flexed, or you're just dog shit and get nothing. Like, I don't know what to do. And then I had fucking Cole Kmet, but I eventually got rid of him because fucking nobody wanted to throw the ball to him for like, I don't know, 8 weeks straight.
He's Trey McBride Jr.
Yeah. But doesn't Jeff just sound like an honorary Bears fan right now by what he's bitching about?
Yeah.
Oh, every week for the first little while, I was keeping up with the Bears just to kind of have something to talk to Bobby about. But yeah, I mean, I can't believe the lack of attempts to try to get him the ball. I'm like, you got this huge dude, you got a quarterback that's struggling. Like, give him some easy fucking reads to the tight end. Like, he's a big target. He can touch the ball. He's really good. I don't know. Make his life a little easier. I don't know.
I mean,
we have 4 solid targets, and we're not getting the ball to any of them.
Any of them. And Cole Kmet, I think, is arguably top 10 tight end. Maybe he has a chance to be a top 5. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like last week, I think he was targeted one time and got 1 catch. Yeah, that's got to be very frustrating because I really thought, based off of like how Justin Fields used him as a safety blanket, like that they're going to do the same kind of thing with Caleb. You're like, no, let's just force the ball to Keenan and let him drop the ball fucking 3 times in a game.
Do you think it's like coordinators just trying to outsmart themselves, like trying to do the not obvious thing? Like,
I swear the Bears coordinators think they're the smartest people to face this planet because every year they think they're smarter than the guy on the other side of the field, and then they get crushed.
It just seems like I've been hearing that, and that as a Cardinals fan, I hear that a lot. Like, it's a constant like, oh, they were really successful with this last week, but they haven't even attempted one shot to this guy or whatever. It's almost like they do it intentionally. I don't know.
Yeah,
they're like, we're going to expect that, but we're going to get completely different.
I think the Bears had a rich tradition of people trying to outsmart themselves, but I really don't know. And then I said it last week, and I stand by it. I think promoting Thomas Brown to head coach could have been maybe the worst thing they did too, because he was actually having success with Caleb Williams, and then you put him back on the field, gave him a bunch of responsibility, and all of a sudden Caleb Williams is regressing rather. And I just think maybe that over. And even I listened to Lance Briggs, and I think Owen Cruz did the same thing. But they both did the same thing I did. It's like, just promote anybody else to the head coach, but you're actually the most important thing in the franchise is the franchise quarterback. and you're taking the one thing that he was finding success with and throwing him on the field, and now all of a sudden he's not having any success.
Call it getting McCaskied. That's
That's
the
just
term
getting
now.
McCaskey. Well, Jeff, I appreciate your time, buddy. Thank you for fucking doing this. I love you, buddy,
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
and I wish Shamrock would have been here to
Oh, I know.
make a
That was
lot
great.
of jokes about you and I making love to each other. But he's not here, so in his stead, I think he did pretty good, buddy. Thanks for hanging out, man.
Hey, no problem. And I'll be looking to donate to your guys' beer fund one of these episodes. But you're gonna have
Sweet.
to drink IPA. None of that
Ooh.
swill.
God.
But now I can't let you go because last time I drank IPA with Judd was, do you remember?
The Grateful Dead.
Grateful
Well,
Dead,
well,
Dead and
Hey,
Company.
make it,
Yep.
you know, like a fruity IPA. I'm in.
Wait,
You know, I'm like a dumb
Yeah, me
hillbilly.
too. I'm gonna hate the IPA. Yeah.
I'm a
Kind of
hillbilly
more
with
fruit.
no palate. Like I drink Budweiser and Bush. Like
Well, if you drink one, you're not gonna be able to taste anything after that anyway.
you're
That's
killing
true.
me.
Easy go.
that show we went to was a rooftop show. The Grateful Dead at Wrigley, Dead and Company rather at Wrigley, and we got so fucked up on the way in. So we bought a bottle on the way in on the train. We drank before the train. Got a bottle for the way in and like a 6-pack. Got into the city, bought beer to walk to the game with. Went to the game and they only had nice beer on tap, so we were just slamming IPAs.
Ugh.
We
That's what was free.
end up not staying for
Never
the
get
third set. So we ride back, we get another bottle and more beer. We take the train, we get all the way back out here, which is about an hour train ride. And Judd goes, "Well, I'm gonna ready to go out and hang out over at our friend Tony's house. You want to come with me?" And I'm like, "Fuck, no, dude, you fucking psychopath."
You know, I burn at a different octane, Bob. You know, you can't keep up. I'm a real rock star,
That's
pal.
without the assistance of drugs.
And I don't
It's
even
pretty
do drugs.
amazing.
Yeah,
It's pretty
just
amazing.
Pure fucking alcohol
yeah.
talent.
He has built-in Adderall just coursing through his veins.
Jeff, do you know that he's got a picture of you on his phone as Channing Tatum?
Yes.
Hi, my name is
Yeah.
Jim.
When as we talk to you, Channing Tatum has been staring at me the whole time.
Oh, nice.
You
Oh, it
can't-
could be
you can't
worse.
see camera, but yes,
Well,
it
yeah.
could be worse.
That's just
It could be worse.
it's just a guy I think my wife thinks is the hottest, and here he is just looking at me the whole time.
He's just been angry this whole time.
Yeah. This, we're gonna get you a new picture. Can we see what you really look like? I don't know. Now I think you just look like Channing Tatum.
And that's
Well,
how he
that's
wants to keep it. That's how he wants to keep it. Hey, if you thought I looked like Channing Tatum, I'd never tell you either,
It
buddy.
felt better today.
All right, I love you, Jeff. Thank you, buddy.
Yeah.
All right,
Bye, man.
Good talking to you, brother.
And now we return you to our regular scheduled program in progress.
I hope you guys enjoyed that little
That was good. He's fun
snippet
to
with,
talk to.
with Jeff.
great.
Yeah, of course I know Jeff. These two did not, so that was their first interaction.
You got to
with them.
change his Channing Tatum
Yeah,
picture.
we gotta
That's a
change his
lot.
Channing
You
Tatum
know
picture?
what the fuck?
Well, how am I gonna get
That's-
up at night, buddy?
That's Jeff's. That's Judd's. Worst nightmare right over there.
God, you know, the only dude who could probably maybe steal my wife for an hour.
An hour. I mean, my God, the ego on you. It's something to behold. I tell you that
I will
right now.
fuck Channing Tatum up. Fucking fake ass.
Hey, remember
Star.
Channing Tatum, and this is the end.
Oh, absolutely
He's
fantastic.
got a chain, and he's
yes.
getting walked around like a dog.
Literally Channing Tatum.
Do you know-
Channing Tatum.
Do you know what that movie, like, this is how big of a fucking pussy I am? I'm going to admit something to our friends.
Well, it's time.
I am so afraid of scary movies that me and my wife were watching that, and it's not really a scary movie, right?
No,
But she fell asleep, and
Oh my God.
they had like a part that I couldn't handle, and I had to turn it off. 'Cause
when the demon shows up.
I was too scared. Yeah, I couldn't do it. That's I sleep with a light on. Listen, I'm afraid of everything except people, okay? I don't go in water, can't swim. The sun hurts. I don't go in that. I'm afraid of scary movies. Like I can't watch anything but the littlest. Like I can't watch like The Wizard of Oz.
No,
Nothing.
nothing. No,
And-
you can't watch
I-
The Wizard of
Are you
Oz.
talking
Fuck
about the
no.
part in the Wizard of Oz where they're on the road and they have that body hanging, swinging in the trees?
I don't think that's what scares him.
I
If you were a character in that movie, it would be the lion.
I don't even. I haven't seen it since I was 8, and it was terrifying.
I don't know. If you got drunk enough, I could see you just
My
fighting
parents
monsters.
like put up The Shining on when I was a kid, and like I fucking slept on their floor for the next like year of my life because I was afraid to go in my room.
Really?
Yeah.
I could see that.
Have you seen Alice in Wonderland?
No.
Yeah, I bet.
I-
No.
I'm Jesus Christ, man. Scared of Mother Goose. This guy over here. He'll fuck up any 6'8" person that walks in the bar talking shit.
I will
but
fight.
Mother Goose
Yeah.
fucking sends him shivering.
I'm not
Hey,
dealing with that
If
evil,
Big Bird shows up, he's leaving. He's out.
He's
dude.
fucking done.
No, I don't like it. I don't like being scared.
Well, boys, it's a tough week to be a Bears fan. It's a tough season to be a Bears fan. It's a tough lifetime to be a Bears fan. I didn't get to see 85 like some of us here on the panel did.
I got to go watch this next week too, live in person.
Yes. Oh, what are you excited?
I was until this week.
I tell you what, I'm just going to lead off right here. We briefly touched on it last week, and I totally didn't think it was something I'd even really consider. But would you consider shutting down Caleb Williams?
Yeah, I was
It's
so against it until last night. I'm like, just fucking sit him. This is too inept a team to protect him.
And I want to make it clear, it's not because I don't have faith in Caleb Williams.
Oh no, I just want to protect him for when
because-
hopefully somebody competent comes in here and can help run the team.
Or the offense the rest of the year requires 6 offensive linemen.
I don't think that matters. I just really don't. I don't know. The whole fucking thing has become a joke. He's taken so many hits. He's on pace, to be the second most sacked quarterback in rookie history. He's taking numerous hits. It looks like his eyes are dropping. He's starting to fucking miss passes he was making nonstop. That one to I believe it was Keenan Allen.
Yep.
I mean,
Way off.
overthrowing him, like what the fuck? And it's like I just sort of think he's starting to develop bad habits.
He's got habits.
And you're wondering what that could do for his long-term development. And do you really, again, Thomas Brown was the only guy I really thought had a chance to bring the best out of him. Well, now he is a head coach. I don't know who's behind him even. I don't know who the fuck is our OC. Do you know? I don't.
I actually don't either.
Yeah. And they won't be here in 3 games anyway, so who gives a fuck?
Fire the whole
everybody's
squad.
gone. Everybody's gone. I'm almost to the point of just set him down because you're facing like irreparable damage to this kid.
Just sit him.
I'm really there.
Don't even start Bayesian. Just start.
I want
who's
to
the practice spot?
backup. Yeah.
I don't just put.
It's who's that rookie we had in preseason? That was him.
You should just put a running back there and just run
Just
everything.
have DJ Moore play every position.
Like it's before Teddy
DJ
Roosevelt.
Moore looked good at running back.
I
I
know.
won't say.
Before Teddy Roosevelt even invented the forward pass. Just
Yeah.
run the ball and give it to the other team and let them win and just get off of the fucking field. It's over.
It is over.
Yeah.
Even Wright even had somebody just completely ghost him last fucking game. I mean,
Oh,
the line looks irredeemable. And then, which brings me, I guess, to the next point, which is Braxton Jones. And he had concussion-like symptoms, which he didn't report for 6 days. So that gave the rookie who was hurt and had no time to practice go out there as just a 3rd-round pick who had not really played at an NFL level, had no time to practice, and put him as your left tackle. No wonder why Caleb had fucking happy feet. And he was just getting worked.
Destroyed.
Worked.
it's got to be. It's not even. It's just fucking hard to even talk about.
Yeah.
I'd rather talk about how beautiful it is outside, and it's not.
And it's
beautiful
not
outside.
beautiful. It's
It's
fucking
great.
gross. It's
We haven't seen the sunshine in 3 damn weeks.
This is a metaphor for Chicago sports fandom in general.
Fuck it, I'm putting their picture away.
I mean, honestly, if I was a White Sox fan, I wouldn't be sitting here anymore. I would probably already ended it, man. I mean,
What?
it's just rough. It is
Imagine
rough.
being a White Sox fan and then you get this.
I can't. I truly can't. I truly can't. What do you got over there, Henry?
Well,
know
I
you
got,
shit on something.
bring us back to one of our other favorite QBs of all time. Most games with 5 TD passes and 50 rushing yards. There are 3 quarterbacks on the list. Name them.
Most quarterbacks with 5 TD passes and 50 rushing yards.
Yep, in a game.
Mm.
There's an obvious one.
Josh
Michael
Allen.
Vick.
Nope. Neither.
Oh shit. Go.
2-time MVP.
Oh,
Aaron Rodgers.
Eh,
Patrick Mahomes.
eh.
Wow, Jesus Christ.
Lamar
Well,
Jackson.
okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're stupid.
Yeah.
And then there's 2 quarterbacks with 1 each.
with 1 each.
I'll tell you, one of them won 1 Super Bowl, and one of them wasn't even close.
I had to
Randall
give up.
Cunningham.
Who is it?
I don't know.
Cam Newton
Okay.
and Mitchell Trubisky.
Oh,
Oh my God.
Should never be.
Well, Cam Newton didn't win a Super Bowl. He got to a Super Bowl.
True.
True. But but fair enough. He did get to the big game.
He did win as many NFC championships as another guy named Aaron Rodgers. So
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of
and Mitch Trubisky. No, I'm just playing.
That's what I'm
the
saying,
great
Mitch
Mitch Trubisky. And by the way, the just stupidity of Bears fans right now when they're talking about Caleb Williams, it's been so fucking aggravating.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
But they're putting him in like what annoys me is like still comparing Justin Fields to him, which is closer than Trubisky, which I've also heard that thrown around about how like it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. They'll just ruin any quarterback.
Now,
Don't fucking put Trubisky's name in the same breath.
No,
as
Trubisky
Caleb. That's fucking
and
wild.
Fields were never good enough to be what
No,
Caleb
hey-
will be, and he might have to go somewhere else to do it, which
Yep.
sucks. But
we might get back to football. Here, I got a good baseball.
Please.
For you. MLB players with a 280 average, 100 RBI, 100 home runs, 60 steals since 2021. There are 2 players. There's an obvious one.
Well, fucking Otani.
Bingo.
no,
Yeah.
yeah.
Guess the number 2. Kyle Tucker.
Yeah. Well, I saw his.
Oh,
Chicago
cheers! Hold
Cubs.
on, Kyle
That's
Tucker.
it. Cheers to Kyle
is a
Tucker, by the
Chicago
way.
Cub.
That,
Yes, he
that's
is.
just- I wanted to get to this, and thank you, Henry, for bringing us to this. Because, sorry, Judd.
Just spill on
Your
my
red
phone.
stag smells the
Yeah.
same as it, or sorry, your phone smells like red stag as it always does.
My phone now smells like my liver.
I was looking, and Kyle Tucker's WAR was right up there with the one that was just signed. I'm sorry, the big contract that was just signed, Juan Soto.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
But his WAR, I think, was only within a half a game.
Yeah.
Of Soto. Granted, isn't he like coming up in a
Yeah.
Oh,
You're gonna have to pay him a whole lot of
paying
money.
a lot of money.
And guess what?
But-
You hand him a blank check.
But you're not going to pay him Juan Soto money, I don't think.
No.
That's why you get that contract
10
done
for
now.
4. 10 for 5 even. I'll do 10 for 5.
I'll pay him again with just blank check, man.
10 years, 50 million. I'm in. Like a year.
Well, they're gonna just up the price of the marquee network, which here in Chicago you have to buy to watch the Cubs, and I do. And they're gonna put it on like a higher tier next year, I think. So we're gonna have to, or in October, so we're gonna have to start paying more money. That you better take my fucking money and fucking pay these people, or else I'm fucking done. And I'll be listening to your fucking asses only on the radio. You can suck my dick. The Ricketts, this is you're on fucking warning. We're gonna get the McCaskies out. We're running them out of time.
Well, I mean, I think Father Time is going to get the McCaskies out.
Dude, we need we've got to get rid of that fucking family.
By the way,
It's like a bad word. How would you like it if your name was like a bad word in this city?
it is a bad.
It's a bad word.
I mean, that's how it was in my hometown. But yes, I get you, dude. I totally get you. I will say though, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Your last name was a bad
And
word.
first, I would say just the whole thing was not good.
Go ahead, Bob.
Bob's
Tell me
don't have
more.
a good record in general. I just want to point out that the reason why we do not have Shamrock here today is he threw his back out. Fucking Virginia McCaskey. So big shout out to Shamrock.
He took the big one.
And I'm not gonna lie, that cunnilingus, you got the Michael Douglas thing, which is why he has such a bad cough on top of that. Yeah, it's really rough. So let's hope Shamrock gets better.
He has the Horkoff?
Yeah, he has the hard cough.
Horkoff.
His voice sounds like Tom Thibodeau's right now. It's rough. It's rough.
Look at that,
So,
right?
Hopefully we'll have him back next
Yeah.
week. We were thought about rescheduling and doing a show with him tomorrow. But yeah, it's exactly what I was seeing. That's what it says. His WAR, I thought it was a half a game behind Soto's. It's 0.3. So Soto's at 6.8 and Tucker's at 6.5. So you're talking about you're getting a really fucking great player.
Oh yeah.
A really
We have a
really
real
good player.
superstar now.
Yes.
Yeah. And I was looking at some of the projected lineups and some of the options, and they look fucking nice.
Dude, his name was
on
King
paper.
Tuck. They call him King Tuck.
Do you keep Bellinger
If you do, you play him at first.
at first,
You
right?
got Michael Bush and Matt Shaw. We bring them up. Lefty, righty, for third baseman.
Mhm.
You got Bush batting left and then Shaw batting right. Or if you trade Bellinger, you get a couple pitching prospects from like the Yankees. You sign Pete Alonso. Bingo.
Oh,
I'm hearing they're going for it.
Was this the blueprint you're telling me that you had?
Yes.
Yeah,
Blueprint
I like it.
is
I like it.
you trade Bellinger, then you get those 2 prospects, one of the Yankees' top 5, Warren, who's going to be a starter. Either you sign Suzuki or Suzuki.
Sasaki, I think.
Yep. And then you got Bush again. Bush and Shaw at third, Pete Alonso at first, and then sign Suzuki, and then you got a solid starting staff.
Yeah.
And we might get Castillo or Jesse Luzardo.
yeah.
We're talking about between the prospects that are coming up and free agent signings and stuff like you're talking about a new look team. Kind of like
They're going. They're going for it.
This is why, again, it's hard for
Come
me.
on.
to watch 162 games of a team that I know probably isn't going to be competitive. So when I heard the start of this year and I saw the kind of the moves they had done, I didn't see a playoff team, and people kept getting optimistic about it. And I was like, I'm not putting 162 games into this.
Yeah.
Maybe next year.
It doesn't matter because I'm just such a fucking. That's all I do.
I know.
I
know.
put the Cubs on every fucking day.
I get it. I just the NFL for me, it's so much easier to watch because even when the Bears suck, it's only 17 games of shit. When the Cubs suck, it's 162. You're just getting
162 sucks.
down. 100. Well, when you put it like that,
Judd, would you trade Nico Horner for Dylan Cease?
Oh shit!
That's on the table.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
I
I
would.
mean, you have to.
You're only as good as tomorrow's starting pitching.
And on top of that, you put Shaw at second, you put Bush at third, you still got a combo. You can still do it. Shaw would be starting a killer second baseman.
Oh, see, I like this. We're not talking about the Bears. We're talking about hope and future.
Exactly.
A new hope.
and I'm honestly, I'm gonna go ahead and just give some credit to Jeff. Insert Shamrock. Oh wait, he's not here. Okay, well, there's usually a joke that comes right after that, but he got us off of football a little bit today, which was nice. We needed a break from the Bears, man. We really did need a break from the Bears.
Chicago Cardinals, come on back.
Yeah.
I really think Chicago needs another football team. I'll just root for both.
At the very least, just to put pressure.
What about the Chicago Jaguars?
I'm fine. Bring them. I don't care. Bring whoever. Put put the city skyline on their helmet, and I'm in.
So because I didn't grow up like you guys did, I mean, I actually rooted for the White Sox growing up. Not like as much as I did the Cubs, but that was like my second team. So when they went to the World Series in 2005, I was still in high school, and I didn't know I was supposed to hate the White Sox because White Sox fans didn't exist in Central Illinois. It was Cardinals fans and Cubs fans. So I rooted, and then went to school at NIU in 2006. I wore my Cubs hat, and I had all these kids just fucking talking shit, and I was like, "What the fuck, dude?" And talking about how I'm a whoa. Well, it goes to Harry Carey. Just got real pissed at that remark. Yeah,
Just took hold of my arm.
Judge just had a spasm because I said something nice about the White Sox. No, I did. I rooted for them, and then I came up here and realized that White Sox fans assume that everybody that roots for the Cubs is like super wealthy and has some really hot girlfriend. And I had a really hot girlfriend, but I was not super wealthy, so they were incorrect. They were incorrect. And you know what, White Sox fans,
Weigh the pros and cons.
Where
are the hot girls?
What was the attendance of that game later in the year?
19.
19.
19 people.
My favorite White Sox stat I like to point out is the year that they went to the World Series. They had, because they still, even on a World Series team, had so much trouble filling the stadium, they let you bring your dog to the stadium. That is White Sox.
They had all sold out that year, didn't they? Come on.
They didn't for that game.
Come on.
I'm sorry. Well, they came with a lot of
What a Jerry Reinsdorf thing right there.
Yeah.
You know what he's going to do when that camera goes off? He's going to fuck that little dog.
Yeah. Where is my dog at? Rough. No, Jerry Reinsdorf, it kind of reminds me of the of Dollar Bill Words, man. You know, like, let's just get you to the playoffs, but not win anything, so we don't have to pay anybody.
That's Reinsdorf's thing is stay mediocre, stay in the middle, keep you there. That's it.
Yeah, well, he knows that
he's not even mediocre anymore.
It's just terrible.
Well,
we just have terrible ownership in this city.
It's
Reinsdorf
fucking rude.
and the McCaskies. They're all bad words.
Hey, Blackhawks, though, you know.
They turned it around.
They
You had to wait for one guy to fucking
You just
die.
had to wait for old Dollar Bill to, you know.
Kick the bucket.
Yeah. And Rocky.
They can all do it
job.
together. Reinsdorf, he can kick it next. You know,
What do you-
McCaskey, see you later.
But the problem with the Reinsdorfs, they're keeping the Bulls, but they're going to sell the White Sox. So they still fucking keep their fucking miserable hands in my life.
What we need to do is put them all on a
Yeah,
plane, send them to the Bermuda Triangle, have them never come back.
Yeah.
That's too easy of a death. I want him in Assad's fucking prison. No, I'm just playing. That's bad.
That's terrible.
Bad.
That's terrible.
That's.
I'm not going to edit it out because I want you to look bad publicly, but I just want to say that I don't agree. I don't agree with
You
that.
ever been to
at
a
all.
Syrian prison, Bobby?
My God.
Shit's bad.
Yeah, I'm sure it is, man. Yeah, I was listening to Tim Dillon break that down, though, and he's talking about how, like, young people getting all excited about this Syrian leadership going down. It's like, Yeah, but you notice like when they let all those people out of prisons, they don't get rid of the prisoners because they know the next guy's coming in and they're gonna fill them right back up again. It's
A real problem.
it's just a revolving door
It's like
of
all
just
governments
horrible people. Yeah.
suck all over Earth,
Oh,
but in
yeah.
certain parts of the Earth, they're really bad at government.
Yeah.
And it's really bad over there.
Yeah. As upset as we get politically in this country, I'm not going on that rabbit hole.
Ours is terrible.
Ours is not good.
No, it's
But
terrible.
It could be.
But that,
Syria. It could be, fucking any whatever South American, Central American country
yeah.
you want to choose. It could be any Middle Eastern country you want to choose.
but see how bad
Could
that
be.
is. You can't
You
think
know?
of another worse ownership team
Oh, yeah, that's true.
that owns your team than
That is
what we
true.
have here for our people.
So bad.
It's so
so-
bad.
It's so bad, which is why we, on an unaired episode a long time ago, we talked about a sports genocide, which we'll save. We'll save till we get that whole thing worked out. We're not going to do that off the fly, but
Where's that Luigi guy?
that
Can you get him out? We're just going to send him after bad ownership of sports teams
Yeah, he
all
was
over
going after the Wrong
America.
people. He was going after the wrong people. Okay, we can't say that. We can't say that.
What?
No,
Oh, is that?
no,
Wait,
yeah.
He's in jail.
Yeah,
I
he
can't
doesn't-
hire
he
him
can't.
anymore.
We can't do that.
We can't even get this
we can't
Luigi.
that guy.
Mario
But
next.
yeah, exactly.
Did you guys see
Stepping on my
the,
jokes? I love it.
Did you guys see what Jason Kelsey said?
I did.
Who's that? I'm just.
Yeah.
I ignore that family. I'm tired of seeing them.
I'm just
Okay,
saying. Did you see what they said?
what? Mm-mm.
That's the best. Look at this.
It's about the Bears.
Do I have to read?
No, it's actually it's a volume.
He'll read it for you, buddy.
You're no. Oh God, you're gonna
Oh,
put
no,
it.
you can't put the audio on.
Just
Fine.
It won't work.
Just tell us.
Just yeah.
It says
Tell us.
SVP said this is the state of Texas, Dallas. Jason Kelsey said also the buttholes and armpits of America.
That
Okay, I did
Dallas
not
is
hear
the
that one.
butthole and armpit of
He
America.
said it
not
on
hear
live
that one.
television.
I've never been to Dallas, but I mean, all big cities are kind of a butthole.
All that kind of shit. All right.
They're great to visit and
Yeah.
then get right the fuck
Yeah.
out.
Well, I mean, we all just talked about this last week. Of like, I mean, the only time I really go to a city is to watch a sporting event or a concert, and honestly, with the prices of everything, and then you talk about the crime and everything like that, I'm like, I really no desire to go to Chicago for much of
I'll
anything.
go party a little bit and then
Yeah.
get the fuck out.
I mean, how much money are you making to go party in the city?
I'm rich, Bob.
I know. There's one thing we know about all three of us is how much money we've amassed, which is why we have such a world-class studio down here.
What do you do for a living? Oh, this is it. We get paid for this.
This is it, man. This is it. We get paid by High Five, by the way. That makes bilingual strips. Shout out High Five, though. Thank you so much. Big shout out to those guys. And also, we can afford to buy our own beer, but we let you guys do it. And if you want to buy us beer, we will shout you out. This week actually was sponsored by somebody, but Shamrock is on the DL and did not tell me who it was. So next week, I promise we will get your shout out there. Don't worry, it's coming. And honestly, you'd rather it come from Shamrock, who is much funnier than I'll ever be anyways. So your shout outs are coming, and thank you. And anybody else who wants to do it, please just send us a message, and we will.
I got one
tell you
coming
what.
for us too. So we got plenty coming.
We got some coming, and then
Yeah.
actually even Jeff from our interview earlier with Jeff.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're gonna get some from Ohio coming
So-
out. We're getting nationwide. We're getting Bush Flight. and
Don't be
another one.
left out.
He's gonna
Don't be
make
left
us-
out. We will find the time to spot you. You know, just throw a sponsor. Keep it coming.
He's gonna make us drink IPA.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna make you smoke weed because of High Five. So
You know,
so you know what? We're all
Hey,
gonna have to suffer for this
Hey,
podcast.
Hey,
but-
we get him to smoke weed from them. He probably will drink the IPA.
Yeah.
I actually have to smoke it.
Well,
No,
I know my
you can
idea.
drink it.
My idea. I guess we'll just tell everybody because I don't know if we fully mentioned this. So my idea was, if we have you smoke weed at the beginning of the episode, you're gonna be non-contributory to the episode.
I'm not.
So I
good
think that's a waste.
I'm not good on the
So,
pot.
I'm
We'll do it halfway through the
So
episode.
my thing was what we'll do is we will give him an edible, and we'll give it to him about 15 minutes before we start filming. So that way, about 45 minutes to an hour into it, it kicks in, and Judd goes from contributing and being very entertaining and funny to literally in a corner drooling. And I think that's the best way to do it.
Where I just sit around and think inside my head how
Yes.
much I don't like myself.
we probably can't do it on a Tuesday because you have to work after. We'll have to do it on a Wednesday.
We're gonna have to do it on a
yeah,
day off.
we'll do it
And
on a
then
day off.
I will be.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. So
Hopefully, I can drink
support
my way
us.
out of it.
like,
Yeah,
comment, and
with
subscribe if
IPAs.
you want to see this because it's
With
gonna happen.
IPAs. That'll be the day I do IPAs and weed. I'm now officially a fucking hippie.
That's why I left the Grateful Dead show early. was literally because I combined those two things. And by the way, Judd, didn't work out for me either.
It's Dead and Company, all right?
Dead
I
and
saw
Company.
The Real Grateful Dead with Jerry Garcia.
That's right. He saw the Grateful Dead.
I saw the
He
actual.
was in the parking lot
well,
the
no.
day that Jerry died, or the last show Jerry
Oh,
did,
gosh.
rather.
Oh, boy.
The last show that Jerry ever did was at Soldier Field, and you were in the parking lot drinking, correct?
That was, yeah. But the year before, I went inside.
Oh, okay, so you did see him the year before.
Oh, no, yeah, I was in.
So you actually gave him cancer. I had to outside.
He heard me bitching because they kept taking breaks, and he died. Like, are they taking? They are taking another fucking break.
He's taken a really long set break since then, by the way.
He took the rest of his life off. Hey, I'm a huge Deadhead. Don't take that wrong.
Yes. No, we all love fucking.
But yeah, when I was like
We all love it.
16, sitting in the stadium, and they like kept taking breaks. I'm like, what the fuck is going? Metallica doesn't take breaks. You know?
Well, you know what? I think we gotta have wrap this up a little bit here. So, Henry, do you have any good nuggets to send us out on, or anything?
I
you'd
actually
like to get
don't.
to?
This week I'm a little low on the Nuggets.
I'm a little low on the nuggets, except for the chicken nuggets. I got those in the car.
No.
I do have half an A&W cheeseburger over here to eat.
We do have our college football playoff coming this week.
Ooh,
right?
yeah, that's gonna be fun.
So,
Friday night.
Indiana versus Notre Dame. We'll see how that one goes.
Well,
Notre Dame should win that.
They should dominate.
Oh, they should fuck them up. But I mean, Indiana really should have probably even made it, right?
They
I
should
mean,
have.
they.
Over Alabama or something like that.
No, I think Alabama would probably just wipe their ass with Indiana.
Yeah.
But
100%.
yeah, they gotta make
Well,
that a better system.
And for Shamrock, we need Notre Dame to win anyways. So we're gonna have an even angrier than normal Shamrock coming in. So
You come back and he's just a big giant 40 next week. Miller Lite.
He's a keg of Miller Lite on that bar stool.
He's
right
about to
out
blow.
the can.
There's an Irish person about to blow up over here. It's very. That's
Oh,
how it
Jesus.
goes.
Should we shout out our soon-to-be side podcast? We're gonna put it on. We're just gonna do it.
Well,
we're gonna do it.
we can't shout anything out officially yet because we tried to do. So we have some bonus footage that we've been putting out, or been recording each week, and this is stuff that is not sports related for all the ladies and non-sports people out there. And we have been doing it, and it is recorded. And we do have a couple in the can already. We're just trying to find a platform that will allow us to say the things that we cannot say on YouTube. And by the way, it's pretty hard.
Well, can't we use? Doesn't Trump have a platform where you can just say anything?
Oh, we're gonna go on Truth Social and
Is
just
that what it's called, right?
yeah.
Truth Social.
So my thought was
Truth. Here it comes,
my thought was OnlyFans.
dude.
Honestly,
for real.
because I'm like,
Yeah.
I think
I think that's what we're gonna use. I tried making us a Patreon, and I put face with PH, and they already shut me down.
our Patreon lasted less than 24 hours.
What's Patreon?
Where you can donate a minimum, and I was doing it for $1, not trying to charge people. The minimum of $1 just to watch all the footage, and they shut us down just by my post.
Yeah. Well, I know OnlyFans, you can do free content. So we're gonna look at that. If anybody else out there, by the way, if you know any good platforms,
Just sit on my face alone. They said.
any good
Sit
platforms.
on my
where we-
face. Brought to you by Hold My Beer.
if you know any good platforms out there where we can put stuff out that is unfiltered. Because we'd
That's-
really like you to hear how we talk in the bar, but unfortunately, we violate the terms of service of every single fucking site that exists.
every single one. There's not one.
Dude, do you think that fucking freedom's free?
They have
Out of your
like
goddamn mind. We'll have to.
So we have to be on a porn
The
site.
only other option, and no, it's not only porn. Whitney Cummings did her comedy special there. I mean, you can do stuff on OnlyFans. It's not porn, but I mean, Shamrock will have to show his dick. Sorry, Shamrock. But
Hope you like a small show.
yeah, it's a very tiny show.
Hung like an Irishman.
Hey, I say I resemble that remark. But we will do it. We'll either do it through OnlyFans or we'll just have to go ahead and bite the bullet, buy our domain, and just put it on our own fucking website and send it out to you guys. We're not asking for money.
We can put it on my
We're not asking
website.
for
Then
money.
Oh, yeah.
my music one.
All right,
Yeah.
we'll do it to there. And we'll start blasting it. I'll get everything edited out. We have
So brought to you by Judd the Poor.
Yeah.
You can say whatever you want on my fucking site.
Yeah. Well, most everything.
Yeah, I didn't know there were all these rules to the internet. This is.
We had this.
Remember when the world
so-
was fun?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Back in the 80s and 90s.
It's like it was just the last decade slowly
The la-
has gotten.
The last 10 years is
Ever
great.
since they got rid of a poo
They
from
shut.
The Simpsons.
They shut
That's
down.
right. That's
Sit
where it all
on my
started
face
playing.
with a PH.
You
For
know,
a picture.
and it's not like we're
It doesn't even have
actually
words.
sitting on faces.
Yeah.
It's just funny to say. So, anyways, we'll find somewhere. We'll get it out to you guys soon. We probably should have not thrown all this out there now, but we are going to get it out there soon,
Yeah, we
and
should
we'll
throw
give
it
you
out
guys
there.
we'll give you guys a link to it here soon. Probably the
Yep.
next week or two, we'll get something out to you guys. So, thanks you guys for hanging out. Sorry Shamrock couldn't be here. Everybody,
He's
just
here
send
in
him your
spirit in Miller Lite.
send him your best, and I promise it'll get funnier when he gets back, as long as his back is able to handle it.
He blew out his butthole
Yeah,
getting railed in it.
by Virginia McCaskey.
He must have been in Dallas.
Cheers.
Where the
He got
buttholes and
butt
armpits of
fucking
America.
Dallas.
he got hit from the grassy knoll.
He got butt fucked in
Get
Dallas by one of those
butt
Kelsey
fucked.
brothers. It's gross.
Cheers, boys. Thanks you guys for hanging out. We'll see you again next week. Cheers.
Sell the fucking team.
Please.